Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jay here. Today we're going to be doing a full walk around video of my 2010 4Runner. This is a limited. I've had the truck for about 4 years and it just hit 300,000 miles. As a full-time photographer, I do travel full-time. You guys have probably watched a few of my videos. You know, I do a lot of nature, lifestyle, adventuring, and such. So, yeah. I figured I've made a lot of videos and a lot of people have seen the truck, and I haven't really given an update on the truck. There's been a lot of parts that's been added on it recently within the past couple of years, from bumper to new rack, new rooftop tent, a bunch of stuff that we're going to go over today. So yeah, we're going to do a quick walk around of it, and I'm going to show you guys what's in the truck and what's outside of the truck. Also, if you haven't already, please go down to the bottom, hit that subscribe button. Give me a comment, quick like, if you enjoyed the video. Yeah, let's get right to it. All right, so first things first, we're gonna talk about this Backwoods Adventures front bumper that I recently got a few months ago. This is probably one of my most favorite pieces that I've added to the truck. Just the overall look of it in general, the nice, clean, sleek. You know, it gives the truck a nice aesthetic that I've been looking for. So yeah, this is the Backwood, the high clearance. It's aluminum. It's very lightweight. It only weighs 88 pounds. And yeah, like I said, I love this bumper. I will be getting a winch soon. I'm not sure which winch I want to get yet, but I will be getting a winch. For now, I've just been trying to keep the weight down on the front of the truck until I update my suspension and such. But really sturdy. And it only took me like maybe an hour and a half to put this on. Like once I started cutting the bumper, it was kind of like, all right, it's that first cut. After that first cut, it's like full send. And I think I did pretty good on it. I'm running some trim here to clean it up, but yeah, it was not a hard process putting this bumper on, and it only took one person, so didn't need any help. I think the heaviest part on the bumper is the whole cradle for the winch and support, but yeah. So for lights, I'm running the Cali Rays ditch lights here. These are some of my favorite lights. These are great for on the back roads and looking for campsites and such, and even in the fog, they're great. They illuminate very bright, and these are the blue styles. So this is the white with the blue backing, and I have the Cali Rays bumper lights. These are amber, and those are some of my favorite lights. I run these all the time, even during the day, just from cruising around town. These lights are amazing. To the wheels, I am running the Summit SSW Sierra wheels. These are 17 by 9 with a negative 25 offset. And I'm also running the Trail Grabbler Nittos. These are 285 70 17s. They're MTs. I love these tires. I've been tearing them up for like a month now, and they are amazing. All right, so for shade and coverage, I'm using the Free Spirit 180 awning. This awning has been a game changer for the past few months. Very quick and simple to set up. All right, so for my sleeping setup, this is probably like my favorite part of the truck. I am running the double channel roof nest Polaris. This tent is amazing. I've had this tent for a few months now, and it's been probably one of the best upgrades that I've had on the truck. I've had a lot of rooftop tents on this truck, but this tent has been one of my favorite ones. Yeah, it's very insulated, very comfortable. It comes with a 3-inch memory foam mattress. You can actually leave your sleeping bags and pillows in there, and the tent closes down no problem. It's a little tight, but with a little extra pressure and everything nice and tucked, it's not that hard to close. It's about a 30-second process to get this tent popped up. I find a spot, set up camp, get a fire going. I pop the tent in about 10 seconds. with the poles and the awnings and such. I mean, all in all, it takes about a minute and a half to get this tent fully set up and ready to sleep. Another thing I love about this tent is that it comes with 6 pouches, and the top center pouch is clear, so you can put like a tablet or your phone to watch movies and such. And yeah, very well built. I love the dark gray black blackout look, so it's easy to fall asleep and you don't wake up to it being really bright and the sun blasting through the canvas. It gives it that nice blackout look that a lot of people. And yeah, it weighs about 165 pounds or so with everything in it. I say about 170-ish. So you're definitely going to want a decent rack system to hold this kind of tent. It's built with aluminum, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty affordable. I found it off the marketplace used for under $1,000, and it's been one of the best investments yet. So I do recommend anyone that likes camping and they want that luxury feel of sleeping up top. I would definitely recommend getting a hard shell style tent. It's a game changer for sure. Adjust this. Yeah, so also I'm running the Sherpa Crestone. I've been running this rack for about 4 months now. I got it in midsummer. Shout out to Trevor for sending me the rack. It's been one of the best pieces that I've added on the truck. I used to run a Rhino rack platform on here, and that was great. I ran it for about 3 years, but I was getting maxed out on space and things to mount, other things on the rack. Once you put a rooftop tent on there, it's kind of hard to mount other things on the rack because it literally takes up the whole rack. So I definitely wanted to go with something that fills up the whole top of the truck. And suspension, I'm running just TRD Pro front shocks with a rough country spacer kit. I would say the suspension right now is like 50%. It's not bad, it's still smooth, but it's definitely time for me to upgrade. So I'll probably be going with some Icon or some Dobson suspension. But for now, it's been getting the job done. And yeah, with the Bilstein 5100 shocks and the Old Man Emu springs, I'm really glad that I went with the heavy duty style springs because of all the weight that I run on the truck. From the rack to the rooftop tent to the drawer system and bed that I have built. Also my clothes, my jack, and everything else that I run in the back of the springs to keep that weight up and not having that drag in the rear. We all hate that 4Runner drag, so. This is probably like one of my most used sections from living out on the road. Plain and simple, single drawer system with some storage here on this side, some coffee here. Got my jackery, got my bed here for those cold nights that I don't sleep up in the rooftop tent. And it is 4-inch memory foam. Got this from the Dollar General. That light's pretty dope. I guess when I'm in here sometimes I like to chill out, relax, and I found that thing for $5 at the dollar store, so why not? As far as the rear of the truck goes, I am running the 4RUNNER Slim ladder. It's a little on the narrow end, but I mean, it gets the job done and I can still get up there to get to the rooftop tent. I don't really use the telescopic ladder as much. I feel that it kind of just gets in the way. And with the ladder on these tents, it gets in the way of the back door. So I really don't use the telescopic ladder. I mostly just climb up from the back when it's time to go to bed. I'm also running these 4Runner Lifestyle stealth tail lights. I just recently got these about a couple months ago, and these lights are so dope. I love the fact that when you turn these lights on, they have this sequence that it goes through, and then it just lights up as one. I love that. Kind of just gives the rear end of the truck like a more stealthier, modern look to the newer style cars that are out there. So for the back section here, I still have enough room where I can leave one seat folded up just in case someone needs to ride in the back. And I have my little buddy heater here for those nights in the rooftop tent where it's really cold. This thing comes in handy and keeps me warm. This warms up the tent in about 5 minutes. So after about 5 minutes of running that thing, it's pretty toasty. This is my big tool bag. Every tool that I need to work on this truck is in that bag. Back here in this section, as you can see in that corner, sorry guys, it's kind of dark, but there's a 1-ton jack back there. I always keep a jack and a breaker bar, a skateboard, and then I have this section here under the bed where I keep most of my clothes and my shoes. Like I said, I do travel and work full-time on the road, so this is how minimal that I travel. As far as the front of the truck goes, I don't have anything gadget wise up front. Just camera gear and such, and my jacket, and it's pretty clean cockpit up there. Not much going on. Everything on this truck gets used how it's supposed to get used. One of my favorites right now is the Cali Rays rock sliders. If you look down here below, I've been rocking these rock sliders for about 3-4 months now, and these things have been great. I've actually used them one time on a HOV trail, and they held up really, really nice. And they're very sturdy, and I have them angled. I made sure that they angled these at 15 degrees, and they have that nice little clean, sleek look to it. And it also gives me a little more clearance when I'm out there off-roading and such. I don't do a lot of off-roading in this truck because I try to keep it all in one piece. But for the most part, when it is time to use these, they get the job done. All right, guys, so that's going to be a wrap on my 2010 4Runner. Like I said, I just wanted to make it short and sweet. I've never given you guys an update on the truck. And yeah, this is my daily essentials that I use to keep me out on the road. I travel very minimal with this truck, so I try to keep the weight down on everything, and I try not to have a bunch of clutter. And this is like the perfect setup that I need for everyday living on the road. Also, if you guys don't know, I do live full-time on the road out of this truck. I've been a photographer for about 8 years. I've owned the truck for about 4 years, and I travel everywhere around the Pacific Northwest, through the Southwest. I mean, the truck's even been to Florida 3 times, so like I said, from the bumper to the wheels to the rack to the tent, everything gets used how it's supposed to be used. And I do plan on adding a couple other things to it. I'm still debating the rear bumper, but for now, I think the truck is perfectly dialed in for how I want it. And I would recommend anyone out there that wants to get into the overland scene to, I would definitely, anything from 3rd gen and up. 3rd gen, 4th gen 4Runner, V8, the Sequoia, anything Toyota. They're just so reliable. And at 300,000 miles, I feel like I'm not worried about anything right now. So, like I said, be sure to go down there, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, send me a message. And you can also find me on Instagram at SnipesArt. And yeah, I will see y'all out on the trail. Peace.